Okay, so I think I am live now. I'm checking the sound here with these headphones, and then I'll take them off so that we can record live. Let's see. Check, check, check. Oh, yeah, that's fine. Okay, perfect. Alrighty. So yeah, I'm continuing with I'm continuing with my search engine optimization course that I'm building and I'm building it, and I'm going to be putting it up on my website and selling it eventually, but at first I'm going to be giving it out for free for those of you guys that are subscribed to the newsletter. So make sure that you are subscribed. But yeah, today we are talking about we're wrapping up module 1 with part 3, and we're talking about keyword research, advanced keyword research. This search engine optimization course, which I call SEO Hacks with Andrew, beginner search engine optimization, is good for anybody in any industry and will be very useful for anybody that wants to either get into search engine optimization as a career or apply these tactics to gain more traffic, more sales to their current business website. So it's definitely something that will be valuable to anybody that comes across it, even if it's free. It's going to be valued about $1,000 once I sell it, because not only am I creating the course, which is about a 7-week course, but it's also creating its own community. The people that take the course, we're going to have a Facebook group. I'm going to have live question and answer sessions with not only myself, but also guests in the search engine optimization space and team members that are part of my digital marketing agency. And you'll also have access to the digital marketing agency at a discounted rate in the case that your website does grow and you need someone to help you take over tasks within the search engine optimization niche, or even just digital marketing as a whole. So it's going to be very valuable. So I'm going to start recording here in a minute. Let me get this together. Again, search engine optimization is something that has provided for me a very good life, and it's made me a decent living. I would say more than just a decent living. It's been something that's helped me make that next step to the point of no return, which I like to call, where I'm so invested in not only search engine optimization and our digital marketing agency that I'm at a point of no return. There's no way, I mean, knock on wood, but it's very unlikely that I'll ever go back to being broke based on what I've learned so far, the experiences that I've had, and also the knowledge that I've acquired in digital marketing has allowed me to gain clients that pay, $50 to $80, $100,000 a month. So even if I lost everything today, I think I could turn around and build it right back up again in a very short period of time because of what it is. Even if Google went away, which I doubt it'll go away, at least in my lifetime, or something else will replace it that'll be similar, where the same strategies and tactics for digital marketing will be implemented anyway. But even if it did go away, I could still rebuild. So let's start recording. I'm going to start recording now. No, let me change this light actually. Okay. So we'll get started here. Start recording now. Welcome to SEO Hacks with Andrew. I'm Andrew Messia. In this video, we're going to go over part 3 of Module 1, Advanced Keyword Research. Today, we're going to take a deeper dive into keyword research. In part 2, we went over the basics of keyword research. In this lesson, we'll break down keyword metrics, matching keywords to your buyer's journey, and refining your keyword list. So let's get started. Keyword metrics. To refine your keyword list, which is our ultimate goal in this part of the module, we need to come up with a good strategy. You should be researching and noting these 6 keyword metrics. The first one is search volume. Search volume is how many times a keyword is searched for per month. Let me share my screen and show you what that means or how that looks. We're going to be using the same keyword tools that we talked about yesterday, which are free. So I'm here at Google, and I'm going to look at search volume. So, oh, sorry, let me re-record that part. I was supposed to mention all 6 at first. This lesson will break down keyword metrics, matching your keywords to your buyer journey, and refining your keyword list. So let's get started. Keyword metrics. To refine your keyword list, which is our ultimate goal here in this module, you need to come up with a good strategy. You should be researching and noting these 6 keyword metrics. Number 1 is search volume. Number 2, trends. Number 3, difficulty. Number 4, CPC or cost per click. And finally, number 5, search engine result page features. So number 1, search volume. Search volume is the number of times a keyword is looked up for in a month. Researching the search volume of a keyword will help you decide whether a keyword is worth pursuing. Damn it. Researching the search volume of a keyword will help you decide whether a keyword is worth pursuing. If a keyword has a low search volume, it may be a clue that there's no market or you're using the wrong keyword. All 3 of the keyword research tools that we went over in the last video give you their estimate on monthly searches. So for your keywords, you're going to want to make a spreadsheet and input the volume for each keyword search. So let's take a look. Let's go over the keyword alcohol rehab Philadelphia, for example. I'm going to share my screen here, and I'm going to go to WordStream, which is the most basic of all the 3 WordStream. WordStream is the most basic of the free keyword tools. Let's take a look at the keyword alcohol rehab Philadelphia. And again, I use a lot of alcohol rehab related keywords because that's the industry that I work in, and I've been doing this for the last 8 years. So it's the one that I'm most comfortable in. So as you can see here, it tells me search volume on Google. 110 searches per month for this keyword. Alcohol detox, Philadelphia. 30. Let's play around a little bit. Let's just go alcohol rehab since it's such a broad keyword. Alcohol rehab near me. So it gives us search suggestions here. And here is the search volume. So this is a very important number because it tells me that alcohol rehab near me is searched for a lot, and it could be a very good keyword to go after in terms of search volume. Let's take a look at the other keyword tool that we talked about yesterday, which was Uber Suggest. Let's take a look at alcohol rehab. Alcohol rehab is searched for 14,800 times a month. So you want to note this, and in your spreadsheet, you want to go through all of your keywords and their search volumes and see which ones, based on search volume, you would want to go after. Obviously, alcohol rehab would be a great one to rank for. Let's take a look at SEO Review Tools. Again, it tells me here the number of the search volume, and it gives me suggestions just like Uber Suggest and WordStream for more keywords or keyword ideas, right? And SEO Review Tools gives you the most for free, which is 100. As you can see, there's a bunch of them here. So you can download this, and like we did yesterday or in the previous video, and create a spreadsheet and start and sort them by search volume. Which ones get searched for the most? And you could do this for various keywords, even within this related topic, which is alcohol rehab, because alcohol rehab may not just be the only keyword in this topic or the alcohol related topic, for example, for a rehab website. Maybe alcohol detox would also be included in that list. Alcohol detox and alcohol detox related keywords. Oh, I didn't put the CAPTCHA. Alcohol detox. No thanks, I don't really care. Again, here it gives me all of the search volume. So this metric, search volume, is very important when sorting out your list and refining your list for keywords. So that's number one. Refining your list through the search volume and understanding what that search volume metric is, and it basically means how many times a keyword is searched for per month. The next metric you want to be aware of and note is trends. And Google has a free tool called Google Trends that give you insight into the ups and downs of a... Google has a free tool called Google Trends that gives you insight into the ups and downs of a specific topic. For each topic, you want to consider these trends: interest over time, interest by region, and related queries. Let's go to Google Trends. Google Trends is right here. So you enter a topic, a search term or a topic. You'll find that you have to go short with these terms because it's not very broad. You can't put like alcohol rehab and then in a city. You can't be very specific with your search terms. So I'm going to go United States. So right away, I can see in Google Trends that the keyword alcohol rehab in the last 12 months has increased. You can see a little bit of an incline here. There's been an increase in searches or in trending. The topic has been trending upward in the last 12 months. So I want to know not only in the last 12 months, but let's go even way before. You can go as far back as 2004. So let's just go 2005, just for curiosity's sake here. As you can see, this has been a trending keyword, especially as of late. Since 2015 and beyond, there was a slight dip in the trend for alcohol rehab in 2018, and then the pandemic came. Take a look at March of 2021. It just spiked up, and it continues to grow in trend. So the topic alcohol rehab is obviously a topic that I would want to sort my list for keywords. Let me rephrase that. So according to these Google Trends, the topic alcohol rehab is trending, and it would be a good idea for me to go after keywords within that topic. So now we know that our keyword, alcohol rehab, gets over 14,000 searches per month, and it's been trending upward. Oh, I didn't check the region. Let me check the region. Let me go back to sharing my screen. So which regions are the ones that are trending the most? As you scroll down here, you could see the map of the United States and then a list here, and you can see all of the 46 different regions and how they rank in the last years since 2005. Kansas has been the one that trended the highest, and New Mexico, Wyoming, and Pennsylvania. Luckily, one of my clients is in Pennsylvania. Delaware, Mississippi, Colorado, New Hampshire, Connecticut. Let's look at something. Let's look at the date range for the past 12 months. Let's see. Let's look before the pandemic, right before the pandemic. Because I know that in drug rehab, let's go 2020, March of 2020. That was kind of when like the pandemic started to increase. So as you can see, it's been increasing since then in trend. New Mexico, Mississippi, South Carolina, New York, Delaware. So if my client is an alcohol rehab facility that can take clients in from anywhere in the United States, I would tell them, like, let's look at these states. Do you have health insurance coverage in these states? Right? Is this somewhere where we can get clients from? So you want to take a look at the trend. Okay, it's trending upward. The regions, because this can give you further keyword ideas and be able to refine your list based on locations. For many services and products, this could be very helpful. Obviously, if you're a restaurant and you just want to rank for a local pizza shop or something like that, this might not be very useful. It could be, but maybe not right now. And then the next thing that you also want to look at are related queries. Luxury drug and alcohol rehab centers near me. That's a great keyword. I did not know that that was trending. Alcohol rehab Bolton, that must be a city. Luxury drug and alcohol rehab centers. ARC rehab, and there's more. There's 15 more. Luxury. So the keyword luxury, or that term luxury, seems to be trending. That's actually novel to me. This is, while I was doing this, I did not know that. And now I'm very interested in that keyword, luxury rehab. Because if someone is searching for luxury rehab, they're ready to spend quite a bit of money on their addiction recovery. So now we know that our keyword, alcohol rehab, is searched for tens of thousands of times per month. So that's good. We also know that it's trending upward on Google, which is great as well. And that the region Pennsylvania, where our client resides, is one of the top states that is trending for that keyword. The next thing we want to take a look at is difficulty. The difficulty is a metric for how difficult it is to rank in a top position in the search engine results page. Many tools, including the 3 that we learned about and that we used in the last video, have their own way of calculating difficulty. Most of the time, you'll see a score from 0 to 100 analyzing the difficulty. 2 of the main factors for difficulty are domain authority and backlink profile. Based on the competition's authority, or the search engine results page URL's authority, and their backlink profile, that's the metric that will be used, or those are the stats that are commonly used to determine how hard it is to rank for a keyword. So let's take a look at the keyword alcohol rehab again. So the keyword alcohol rehab here, as you can see in my free tool, SEOReviewTools.com, it gives me 52 in difficulty. I usually consider anything over 30 in difficulty as very hard to rank for. So that's SEO Review Tools. Let's take a look at Ubersuggest. Ubersuggest gives it a 63. So again, it's very difficult to rank for the keyword alcohol rehab. Competition level high for all of these alcohol rehab related keywords. So if all 3 of these tools tell me that it's very difficult to rank for, then I'm going to start refining my list based on this. I'm going to say, okay, I'm a drug and alcohol rehab facility in Pennsylvania, for example. I'm not going to go after the keyword alcohol rehab alone because it will be very difficult to rank for. Another way to look at the difficulty is just by Googling it. I'll actually go into incognito mode and I'll just go alcohol rehab. We have alcoholrehabguide.org, addictioncenter.com, americanaddictioncenters.org, webmd.com, Priority Group, the Recovery Village, alcoholrehabhelp.org. If you're in this space, and like you will know, if you're in this space, in the alcohol rehab space, you'll know that all of these are pretty big, heavy hitters in the recovery field or in the recovery space or industry. And you'll know also in your space the competition when you search for a broad term. Let's say you sell sneakers and you type in discount sneakers, you'll see that that keyword is very hard to rank for, not only because the free tools told us that it's very hard to rank for that keyword, but also because of the results that come up on the search engine. If the discountwarehouse.com, which is a huge, shoe warehouse, comes up first, and then other big discount shoe wholesalers come up, that alone will tell you that your keyword is too broad and it's too difficult. You're not going to rank within the next year or two for this keyword on the first page of Google. So you need to start refining your list and adding keywords that might be easier to rank for, or what I call low-hanging fruit. So looking at the difficulty for our example keyword, alcohol rehab, we can understand that this would be a very tough keyword for a client to rank for. The next metric that you want to take a look at is cost per click. Cost per click is another metric that you should check before you try to rank for a keyword. Even if you're not running Google Ads, you need to know what it's worth to the competition. Remember that just a visit, not a guaranteed conversion. Okay, so again, cost per click is a metric that tells you how much it costs for someone to pay for an ad on Google per click. So let's take a look at a real life example. Let's take a look at our keyword alcohol rehab. How much is that cost per click? Let's take a look at our results here on Ubersuggest. So cost per click on Ubersuggest is $47 per click. That is super expensive. Imagine how much money you would need to invest in order to go to be up in the top results as an ad for the keyword alcohol rehab. And when someone clicks on that link, on that ad, Google's going to charge you $47. That is a lot. Imagine if you got 100 clicks in one day. You'd be over $4,000 spent on just that keyword. Let's take a look at what SEO Review Tools gives it. Oh, that's alcohol detox. Let's go alcohol rehab. It gives it at $20.40. So you could, let's check WordStream. WordStream doesn't give me this exact, let's see, alcohol rehab. Doesn't give me the exact, alcohol rehabilitation. Yeah, I don't understand. So let's not look at WordStream for cost per click because it's not giving me anything relevant. So Ubersuggest gives it $47. SEO Review Tools gives it $20. So you know that this is a very valuable keyword. So this can tell you this can tell you a couple things. So a high cost per click tells me two things. One, that it's very valuable to competitors. People that are not spending money on search engine optimization, that are not going to rank for that keyword, they are going to pay between $20 and $40 to Google to be up in the ads section, whether it's at the top or at the bottom. So that means that it's probably a very high converting keyword, meaning that when someone searches for that, they're ready to go to rehab. They're ready to purchase. They're ready to fill out a form or make a phone call or chat with someone virtually. So that's very valuable to know. The next thing that it tells me is that it's very competitive. If Google is charging that much money for ads for that keyword, that means that that's a very highly competitive keyword and that the market may be very competitive to gain any traction. So it may be very difficult to gain any traction organically within the first few years. The next metric that we want to look at is Serp Features, or Search Engine Result Page Features. Serp features have played a far more prominent role in recent years as Google has begun to focus on the searcher's intent of a keyword. We'll get to that in a later module when talking about searcher's intent. Ad blocks were the first feature to appear above organic results, as I showed you in the alcohol rehab search results. The first thing that you see are ads. The next thing that you see, since it's a local driven keyword, if I'm searching for the keyword alcohol rehab, Google understands that you're looking for a facility near you. The next thing you're going to see is the map pack or the Google My Business pack, or sometimes it's even called the snack pack, because it gives you features of the locations near you with a small description, maybe even some reviews, how many stars each facility has gotten. But it's going to be a very small snippet of information. Sometimes you'll even find FAQs, or commonly asked questions, or frequently asked questions under the map pack or before the organic search results. Depending on your search query, you're going to find other information that lets the searcher collect their answers without even leaving the search engine optimization, or sorry. Sometimes you're going to find other information or other features that the search engine pulls in order to get the searcher to collect their information without leaving the search engine results page. As you can see for the search word alcohol rehab, the map comes up with nearby businesses that offer those services. You may see more ads at the bottom. You may see questions and answers. You may see shopping results or other features for different searches. You need to know what features dominate a search. So when refining your keyword list and your keyword strategy, taking a look at what comes up in search features when typing in a certain keyword can help you determine whether you want to go after that keyword or whether it just will be too difficult because it's too competitive. Or maybe if you do go after it, what you should be including in the page where you're mentioning this keyword. And more on content in a later module, but just be aware that search engine result page features is a big metric to take a look at. Okay, so let's get to the next section of this module, which is matching your keywords to buyer journeys. A buyer journey may look like this. There's a problem, there's a solution, then they're buying, then they're implementing either the service or the product, then there's customer satisfaction or customer success. Customer success can also mean a repeat visit or an upsell. So number one, problem awareness in the buyer journey. Let's match some keywords for the keyword alcohol rehab to this part of the buyer journey, which is awareness, the problem awareness. So let's go to our free SEO word or SEO, let's go to our free keyword research tool here, SEO Review Tools. We search for the keyword alcohol rehab, which we've already done. And here, you'll get a list of relevant keywords or suggestions here. As you can see, there's a bunch of them there. So if someone is searching for the keyword alcohol rehab, it's because they're aware of their problem, which is alcohol addiction or alcohol dependency. Those are all keywords that could lead to someone being aware and wanting to be aware of a solution. So what you want to do is you want to copy these keywords, and you can do that by checking all of them. And as you can see that they are here at the, they get selected here. And you can also go here, for example, alcohol and drug rehab near me. I can go here and I can check rankings, or get Google suggestions. So you can build on your keyword list by getting more suggestions on this keyword, or even something, for example, this one's interesting, free alcohol rehab. If someone has a problem with alcohol and they're aware of it, they want to become aware of free options. Let's take a look at what other suggestions we get here. This opens up the keyword tool again, already filled out for you. You just have to click the CAPTCHA tool there. Oh, look, and they even have Google Trends embedded here. So as you can see, it's been up and down. And here are some more awareness type of keywords. And a lot of them have to do with locations. Free detox treatment near me. So there's another keyword, detox, for awareness. Inpatient alcohol rehab. So these are all awareness type of keywords that I can start sifting out and tying to my buyer journey. And this is very important because when we get into the later modules where we're talking about on-page SEO, like content creation, you want to figure out what kind of keywords you want to go after in a particular part of a buyer's journey. If you want a lot of traffic, you may want to just focus on these broader keywords like free alcohol rehab, or how to get free alcohol rehab, or how to go to AA meetings and NA meetings and not pay a dime type of keywords, where you're going to get a lot of traffic, but maybe not so many conversions. But that traffic helps you build that traffic helps you build authority and backlinks, because it's very useful content that other people may want to link to. So this awareness area, you can get a lot of ideas just based on the suggestions that these free tools give you, and diving deeper into the suggestions. Let's see if I can get inpatient. Oh, luxury. There's that luxury word. Let's see, luxury. Where's the CAPTCHA? It's going to tell me that I didn't fill out the CAPTCHA, but I didn't see the button. Yep. Okay, there it is now. Keyword. Where was it? Luxury. Copy that. Put it in here. Keyword luxury alcohol. I want to wait. Okay. There we go. Let's see. Okay, so this doesn't have any data, but at least I know I could probably break this down to luxury rehab or something something like luxury rehab. Let's take a look at that keyword actually. The broader the term when checking these for suggestions, the better, because it can drive more suggestions. There we go. Take a look at this. Luxury rehab centers. So these are all awareness type of keywords in California. So that's different because that's more specific. But awareness type of keywords, yeah. 5-star luxury rehab. Best luxury rehab centers. Wow, this gives me a lot of information. This is really cool because I wasn't aware at how pet-friendly luxury rehab. Okay. That gets searched for 40 times a month. But if someone is searching for pet-friendly luxury rehab, is because they have a lot of money and they're ready to buy and they're ready to go right now with their pet. That's a very good one. I'm going to start creating content around this. Okay, so let me go back to here. So number 2, solution awareness. So now that we know that there are problem awareness keywords, which are usually the broader keywords, we can also find keywords that offer solutions to a problem. And the way that you can do this on the free tool is here. Let me show you here. So let's go back to our keyword, our main keyword, which is alcohol rehab. And we're aware that alcohol rehab is probably not just an awareness keyword, but it's also a solution keyword. It's also a commercial keyword because people are ready to buy. But I'm just using this as a bit more specific. And that's why I always suggest that these free keyword tools are a great start, and they can help you refine your keyword list. But you're going to want to pay for a better keyword tool in the future as you grow. So alcohol rehab. What you can do here is, in order to get more suggestions, keyword. So notice here on the tool in my results, right up here when I'm searching, I can click on questions. So I'm going to click on questions here, and I'm going to put in the keyword again, alcohol rehab, fill out the reCAPTCHA or the CAPTCHA. And now I've got a list of questions. These are all how questions, how alcohol rehab works. Does alcohol rehab really work? There's 100 of these questions. So when looking for solution-related keywords, I want to look at the common questions that people are asking. And this is giving me common questions that people ask. How to rehab at home. So what would be the answer to that? That could be a very resourceful keyword to rank for. Because the solution may be that, no, it's too dangerous, but your health insurance or your parents' health insurance can pay for your recovery. So you may want to write about that in your frequently asked questions or in your blog or even in your sales page. And if I want to change over to what, all I have to do here is type in what and press enter. What alcohol rehab is like. What is alcohol rehab? So all of these are questions that can result in solution-driven keywords. Let's go to another preposition like can. Can you get alcohol rehab on the NHS? Can you do alcohol rehab at home? So it looks like many people ask for that, doing rehab at home. And obviously you can research this by using this again, this tool, and going to get Google search results, get search volume, perform a full keyword research check, etc. You can get even more in depth to refine your keyword research list. Another a quick tip that I've learned, something that I've learned while doing search engine optimization for the past, like 15 years now, is that another solution-driven keyword are when people compare. When there's comparisons, for example, like inpatient versus outpatient rehab. Those versus type keywords are very valuable and are usually solution-driven keywords. Okay, so that's solution-driven keywords. Let's go into buying keywords, which is what I call the money keywords. To find keywords for this part of the buyer journey, look at keyword suggestions. For example, alcohol rehab near me, alcohol rehab plus a city. Those type of keywords are all what I call money keywords, which are keywords that have an intent on buying the product. For the keyword alcohol rehab, anything related to location is a buying keyword. Also, any keyword related to cost or health insurance, those are buying keywords. And we want to rank for those very highly because of the fact that if someone is searching for example, does my Blue Cross Blue Shield health insurance cover alcohol rehab? Then I know that that person is ready to buy and purchase through their health insurance. So if my client's program accepts that health insurance, I want to make sure to optimize a web page for those keyword terms. So these buying keywords are keywords that people search for when they're ready to buy. And you can find these throughout the search results in these free keyword tools that I showed you how to use. So you want to start separating all of these keywords. So now we can separate keywords as awareness and solution keywords, which are very informational keywords. People that are tire kicking, they know that they have a problem, but they're not aware of the solution yet. And then once they find out the solution, they want to know more about the solution. What is alcohol rehab? Can I take my pet to alcohol rehab? Can I have visits? Things like that people that are not ready to buy just yet would look for. And then you have those buying keywords, those keywords that are how to pay for rehab. Does my health insurance cover rehab? Closest rehab to Philadelphia or to whatever city that they're in, or Phoenix rehab. Those type of keywords are very valuable because they usually have a buying intent. They're ready to make the purchase very soon. So that's the buying part of the buyer's journey. And finally, we come into the implementation and customer success part of keyword research and the buyer journey. These implementation and customer success type keywords are primarily branded keywords. They're usually keywords that someone searches after they know about you and maybe have been through your program or bought your service or bought your product. Keywords like frequently asked questions. For example, with the alcohol rehab keyword, it could be, for example, the center's name, alcohol rehab center's name, reviews, alcohol rehab center's name, phone number, alcohol rehab center's name, success rate. So we have to be aware of all of those keywords that could be part of the implementation process of the buyer's journey, or the upsell or the customer success part of the journey. And you can find all of those through the suggestion tools as you dig deeper and as you start refining your keywords. For example, for the keyword alcohol rehab, or in the alcohol rehab space, an upsell could be outpatient rehab. For example, someone that's gone through a 28-day recovery program where they lived in the location at the facility, that's called an inpatient recovery center or an inpatient treatment program. By now, the buyer is already aware of the terminology. Before they went to rehab, they didn't know the difference between inpatient, outpatient, sober living, partial hospitalization, intensive outpatient. They didn't know the difference between all of that. But after the 28 days of inpatient rehab, they realized that this is just part of their journey. Inpatient rehab doesn't just end at the 28 days. Yes, the inpatient part ends at 28 days, but they've realized that they now need to continue their recovery. And this is a lifelong process. So they're going to search for the keyword outpatient rehab. They're going to search for the keyword sober living. They're going to search for the keyword partial hospitalization. They're going to search for rehab after work because maybe they do have a job or maybe they do go to school. So they need to integrate rehab or this continuing care in their daily life. So we have to be aware of those keywords when optimizing and building our keyword list. So the next step is to refine your keyword list. And number one, you're going to have to refine your keyword list, as I said before, by your search goal value. Narrow down your keyword list based on how likely a keyword will convert. And you're going to do this by looking at the cost per click. The higher the cost per click usually means that it's a higher converting keyword. For example, the keyword alcohol rehab, which we know costs between $20 to $50 per click. That tells me that it's a highly sought after keyword because it probably converts into many sales for those that invest in Google AdWords. So if I go after that word or that topic, it doesn't mean that you have to go after the keyword specifically. Alcohol rehab, I'm not going to go after that keyword because I know it's going to take years, maybe 5 to 10 years even, to rank on the first page of Google for the keyword alcohol rehab nationally across the United States. It's going to be very difficult. But if I go after keywords that contain the word alcohol rehab, then I know that I'm going to get part of that conversion. For example, alcohol rehab in Philadelphia, alcohol rehab in Pennsylvania. Those are going to be highly converting keywords because it contains that very expensive keyword, alcohol rehab. So you want to refine your keyword list by the value of the keywords, usually by taking a look at the cost per click. You also want to narrow down your list by number 2, competition. Narrow down your list based on the competition's domain authority and backlink count. For example, let's take a look at our free tool here, Ubersuggest. Looks like it's still loading. Come on. Okay, so alcohol rehab. We want to narrow down our list based on cost per click for keywords and then also on the competition. So for example, if I'm taking a look at the keyword alcohol rehab, here are all of the, these are the content ideas. Let me take a look at, where is it here? Keyword overview, keyword ideas. Let's see. Oh yeah. So here it is. Under keyword ideas, the first keyword here is alcohol rehab, which is the term that I just searched. It's telling me the cost per click is almost $50. The search volume, okay, I know that's great. Then I'm going to look at the results on Google. It tells me the top 10 results are right here. Here's the domain authority. Domain authority is how authoritative a website is, and this is calculated by the algorithm and given a score between 0 and 100. So the higher the domain authority, the more authoritative the website is. Usually to get to a domain authority of 30, it takes about 2 to 3 years of building constant content and constant backlink building. So you can see this government page is a 77 out of 100. Alcoholrehabsguide.org is a 51. This one's a 69. This is a 62, 60. This one's 29, okay. 37, 95, 93. I can take all of these 10, add them up, and divide them by 10 and get an average domain authority for the top 10 URLs. And that'll tell me, well, my domain authority, since I'm a new website, is a 5 or a 10 or even lower. There's no way I'm going to compete with these guys. I need to search for, I'm going to put alcohol rehab on the back burner or on my spreadsheet of pie in the sky dreams or future dreams for keywords. And that's what I do for clients. It's like, okay, this is our future dream, but let's focus on these longer keywords that are lower hanging than these bigger keywords based on domain authority. Another metric to look at is the backlinks, the amount of backlinks. You could do the same calculation, add up all of the backlinks that all of these top 10 results have, divide it by 10 to get an average, and then you'll know what the average backlink count is for the top 10 results for your keyword. And if that's way high, way higher than what you have and what you can achieve within the next year, then you may want to refine your keyword list to a lower hanging fruit, a lower hanging keyword. You're also going to want to refine your keyword list by number 3, commercial intent. I've created a list of 220 commercial intent keywords. You'll find it on my website at the link below. If you're watching this on YouTube or on a different platform that's not on my website, make sure to go to my website and take a look at Module 1, Part 3, and you'll see the link to the 220 keyword list. And this is a list of keywords that all have buyer intent. So make sure to go there and take a look at it and start putting your shorter keywords together with these buying intent keywords. There's 220 of them, so you're not going to run out of ideas. Number 4, you're going to want to group your keywords. Do this by looking at your competition's website on Ubersuggest or SEO Review Tools. Take a look at their homepage keywords, service, product pages, etc., to get a list of their keywords. Let me show you an example. Again, let's take a look at the keyword alcohol rehab. Let's go even better. Philadelphia rehab. Drug rehab. Let's say that this is, no thanks. Oh, do I have to change my VPN? I'm using the free one because I changed. Okay, but that's okay. Let's go to Tampa because I'm recording this anyway. So Philadelphia rehab. Ubersuggest. Philadelphia drug rehab. I have to change my VPN so that I can use it for free again for like a few searches. So again, these free tools are good, but you're going to want to use, either upgrade or use a paid tool. I'm going to use Ahrefs because Ubersuggest is not letting me use the free. I've been literally using it all day as I'm creating this. So after a while, it asks you for payment. So again, you're going to want to either pay an upgrade for probably the $29, even if it's for the free trial or whatever. It's just to refine your list. But Ahrefs does the same thing, but I would say on steroids. That's why it costs more. But for example, let's go to Philadelphia rehab. I take a look at the top 10 results. Again, just like Ubersuggest, here are the top 10 results. And I want to look at the competition. I want to take a look at the competition for a couple of reasons. Because I want to group my keywords in my keyword list, start grouping them. And the best way to do that is by taking a look at the competition. Let's take a look at this competitor here for this keyword. So this web page that this competitor has created for Philadelphia, which ranks number 2 for the keyword Philadelphia drug rehab, ranks for over 100 different keywords, and this is all of the keywords. And you can see this on Ubersuggest as well if you pay the $29 or Ahrefs. And here are all of the keywords. So now I can literally download all of these and export them. Whoops. I can export this entire list, and I know that all of these keywords are very highly competitive and buying intent keywords because it's on a sales page, on their Philadelphia rehab sales page that ranks number 2 for the keyword drug rehab Philadelphia or Philadelphia drug rehab. And it ranks for over 100 different keywords, as you can see, and many of them on the first page of Google. So this is huge. You can take a look and spy on your competition, take their keywords and start grouping them based on what pages you're taking them from. So for example, if I just go to this website's main URL and I go to the overview here, and again, the overview looks very similar to what Neil Patel has done on Ubersuggest. And I take a look on the left-hand side. The navigation here is a lot more robust than Ubersuggest, but Ubersuggest also has on the left-hand side top pages under keywords. And I could take a look at this competitor's top pages right here. And as you can see, their top pages are blogs. Blogs are typically not very highly converting, but they do get a ton of traffic. So I can start categorizing what part of the buyer journey is, what are the stages of alcoholism? This is probably under awareness and solution, right? So what I could do is I can look at the keywords that this, here we go. Let's go back to overview for just that URL for this blog post. That one blog post ranks for 2,100 keywords. So I could start categorizing and, okay, stages of alcoholism gets searched for 2,400 times a month. It's pretty high in keyword difficulty. But for example, the keyword, the first stage of alcoholism is characterized by, or just the first stage of alcoholism, gets searched for 150 times, and the keyword difficulty is 14. So maybe I could start there. So I can start categorizing my keywords, and this would be an awareness keyword, and it would be a traffic play. You want to get more traffic to build authority in Google's eyes so that you're harder to rank